Hey, this is Dr. Kirk Elliott, co-founder and president of Veribella. I want to talk to you just for a couple minutes here about our cause. So Veribella is empowering a beautiful life. That's what it means. And in doing this, we built our company around a cause. You know, as we give a portion of our revenues to help fight sex trafficking. Why did we choose sex trafficking? Well, Dave and Trina, our partners, and my wife Jolaine, you know, we have all been giving to anti-trafficking type nonprofits for years. It's just what makes our hearts beat. And so, hey, when it came to building a company and finding a cause that we wanted to support, it's like, oh my, it was a no-brainer. Hey, let's help eradicate trafficking. Well, how big is sex trafficking around the globe? It's devastating. I mean, when you look, we live in downtown Denver, and as we walk around down the streets, there's all kinds of runaways and there's homeless people. Well, the statistics just in America show that 1 out of 7 runaways in America are involved in sex trafficking. Well, a lot of times trafficking is a function of, you know, it's kind of the economics of poverty. You know, the worse the economy gets, people look for something and it becomes actually sad. It's easy to do. And so you've got the pimps out there that are, how are they attracting these young kids? And sometimes in third world countries, their parents to sell their kids. Well, it's with money. It's like people are looking for that financial anything, just anything, because they're starving. Well, with the opioid crisis in America, a lot of times drugs is the lure. It's like, hey, I've got a new job profession for you, and what's going to be your pay? Well, we'll start giving you unlimited free drugs. You know, so that's how you lure some of these people who are already addicts, and then it just becomes a vicious cycle because the drugs help them forget about the horrible life that they're living. And you know, the other statistics are just ridiculously bad. The average age globally of a little girl who enters into a lifestyle of sex trafficking as they are stolen from their families or however it happens is ages 11 to 14. 11 to 14. You know, we've heard stories from some of the nonprofits that we already support in India. You know, there's outdoor brothels that one of our nonprofits, Exodus Road, has gone in there and they've found these places where they're just like mud huts with little white curtains on the outside. Girls as young as 7 years old, 7, that are in these huts being raped 40 to 50 times a day. A day. Can you imagine the damage that's caused in somebody? Why would you even want to live? Why would you want to live? And there's these creepy guys that are on the videos are lined up, you know, basically as far as you can see, and exchanging their token to go rape somebody. How much is that? It's about $1.62 in US dollars. It's like, that's disgusting. See, but through the nonprofit that we're supporting, they shut that place down. They were able to arrest those pimps and rescue a bunch of girls from that lifestyle. See, but so we support the nonprofits that are in on the actual rescue side. But when you've been raped 40 to 50 times a day, just because you're rescued doesn't mean that your life has changed forever. No, you come in with a lot of baggage, physical baggage, you know, with diseases and things of that nature, and emotional baggages. Imagine the low self-worth, wondering, hey, I just came out of a lifestyle where all I was a piece of meat. Well, so there's restoration type nonprofits like Unlikely Heroes that the Veribella Foundation supports as well, which once a boy or a girl has been rescued, they go into a home to have a safe place to put their head for the first time sometimes in their life. And these boys and girls find out what it means to be loved, to be cared for, to have a safe place to sleep, to be a responsible person, member of society, and to go on and have a normal life. See, it takes all kinds. It takes the rescue and it takes the restoration. And what we want to do is not just bring exposure to that. We already know that it's a problem. We want to bring action to that. We want to be the fuel that helps fund these nonprofits. We want to bring education and equip so we can be people of action and go out there and make a difference. See, one more story before I get off here. Was talking to the executive director at Unlikely Heroes, and they have a girl who came into their home who had been raped over and over and over and over again. Turns out this girl was brilliant, but didn't know what she was created for, didn't know what her destiny was. So they put her into a private school. Well, she just graduated this year in 2019, and she got accepted at Baylor and Texas A&M University. Imagine, this is one girl, this is one story. And as Veribella is now partnering with these nonprofits and going to be the fuel that helps finance their mission to rescue boys and girls, we're not just going to have one of those stories. I pray that we have thousands of those stories every single year. And you all are part of that. You are part of the rescue. Because a lot of times people say, this problem is so big, what could I possibly do? You know what? What you could possibly do? Change your spending habits. Just start purchasing products from companies who give to these types of nonprofits. And by default, you just became a part of the solution simply by changing your spending habits. Or you could be the boots on the ground. Or you could give money, donate on your own. There's so many ways that we can get involved. We don't have to be overwhelmed with it. Just because the problem is so huge, it scares a lot of people away. We can all be involved, even at a small level, and truly make a difference. So I just wanted to share with you a little bit about our cause and why we do what we do and why we created a company to fuel this giving mission of rescuing boys and girls from that lifestyle. So thank you so much for listening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.